Hey, good afternoon everybody, and welcome back to the channel. Beautiful drying up day we've got going on here today. Finally getting out and taming the jungle a little bit. Just getting out and making the rounds, even with all those leaves on that 400 watt array. I just checked it, 380 watts going through there right now, and I actually do need to adjust that a little bit. And one panel is slid off the little temporary mount that I've got there, but gonna boost this up, get the angle set a little bit better, a little bit more permanent. All right, the 6 amp hour lithium battery for my mower it's getting there, and I can get back onto work here in a minute. So yeah, this is about the driest day I've had in the past couple of weeks. And as you can see, the jungle has been loving all of that moisture we've been getting, so it's all going to get beat back a little bit today. And I've got a nice little spot here cleared for some solar panels that'll feed into this bungalow here a little bit. Just going to go out and knock that down a little bit further. And this time of year, you know, that sun is like, I mean, straight overhead. Just taking advantage of all this great weather. Got the washing machine going right now. All the batteries are full, so I'm just basically running off of pure sunshine, not even touching the batteries whatsoever. So charging, discharging, and staying full. And even my footpath up to the shop there has grown over in the past few weeks, just that fast. So I will get the path cleared back up. Gonna get a lot of stuff done today. Feeling pretty good about getting out here and getting everything done. So yeah, you only have to turn your back on this stuff for, you know, a week or two or three, and then when it comes out to be a day like today, you jump back on it and you're like, mercy, did things get going fast. Cruising around and seeing all the stuff that I've got to do here. I might be biting off more than I can chew today, but I'm gonna try and get it all done. That battery will be charged up in a minute, and then I can get about a solid hour of pushing through some pretty deep stuff with that mower. That Ryobi mower that I use does really good, self-propelled, makes it pretty easy for going up and down through here. And what I can't reach with the mower, I can get all this with the mower, and of course all of that, and this will dress up real nice. And then what I can't get up going uphill a little bit, I'll put the weed whacker on that. Making progress. Got this little bit more to touch up, and just waiting on that battery to finish up charging. I really should have a spare battery, but usually about an hour pushing that thing around and I'm good. Got my driveway shaping up pretty good. I'm gonna have to take another 3 feet or so off to the side there, and a couple more feet here, and it's gonna be looking good. But this was almost knee deep through here. I had to make a few passes. It always feels good to catch up. And I only got to make a couple of passes through the deeper grass with my lawnmower before the battery went dead. It didn't have a full charge on it, so I'm gonna run up to the shop, see what it looks like now. It should be fairly close to being charged up. All right, my lawnmower battery is starting to top off. I did look at it just before I came up here, and I've got it charging off this Victron Phoenix 800 watt right there, and it was pulling about 218 watts. And if I go to right here, we can see as it gets closer to being fully charged, now it's only drawing 98 watts. So it does kind of do that. I mean, it just cranks out as much as it possibly can while it's charging, and as it's starting to completely top off, it starts going down, just like many other batteries. And right now what I've got running this system is that 100 amp hour SolarEdge X battery that we reviewed a while back. And when this gets done, I'm going to disconnect this and slide in a 200 amp hour battery that I want to get in here and get charged up, and that'll be down to about the right place. Let's see what we've got where I could put that on the shelf for a while. So let's see what it says. It says that that battery's at about 95% full. So I'd like to peel off some more of that before I put that on the shelf and give it a rest for a while. So yeah, that's what we're gonna do. And just about, only 96 watts now. I just did get a little shower, of course. Clouds rolling through. It's not quite as sunny as when I started this video, but it's gonna be fine for continuing my yard work. So just a few more minutes I can get that going and start moving around the yard again. And there the sun just popped back up. I did see another 380 watts, but that 400 watt array is doing real good. Keeping the bungalow hob powered up, no problem whatsoever. I am running a couple other loads besides charging that battery. I'm charging this tablet, and I've got a light on as well. So this is probably only taking about 50-ish watts right now. Oh, and there it just, at least the fan of this just stopped. It was running a little fan in there, but that is kind of kicked off now, and the wattage keeps going down. So it's just about ready to go into the lawnmower. And just in case some of you are noticing the discrepancy between the SmartSense battery voltage and what the MPPT and the Smart Shunt are showing, the MPPT and the Smart Shunt are on this system. That SmartSense is sitting there on those batteries right there. So just in case some of you eagle eyes saw the difference there. Otherwise, everything is 13.42, 13.45, 13.44. So the three that are tied up into this system, absolutely spot on. And then those other two batteries are sitting at lower voltage, but still very full. All right, so the light just went off. This is completely done. The 38 watts that you see that I am still pulling off that inverter and off of this system right here is just, like I said, charging this and running a light. So this is done. Press this little button here. It should be all 4 lights. It's a little tough there. There we go. That's a full battery. Time to mow the yard. So just using one system to charge another one, completely on solar out here. Don't use a generator, and have not used a generator in a very long time. The longest I've ever gone without using one. I've really not needed it in the past year whatsoever as I've boosted my systems up. So let's go drop this in the lawnmower and I'll show you guys how that does. I've showed you how it does in the past, but it's a pretty sweet little machine actually. Okay, so this is the lawnmower, and I've showed you guys this, but super easy. Just pop this open here. Take your battery, slides right into place, ready to go. I do catch my clippings because then I pile them up around the base of like that palm tree. The rain breaks it down real quick and fertilizes trees. I put all my grass clippings around various plants as I go. And the other thing I really like about this, it's got a super quick adjustment handle here. You can just pull it out, raise it up. If you're going through some deep stuff, drop the deck down very low if you want. But I've got some higher stuff to go through. Then you just pull this back, press the button. And the other thing I really like about this, pretty quiet. All right, well, I didn't get quite an hour off of this battery, but I was going through some awful tough stuff and very deep, so it was working a little harder than normal when I can keep up on it a little bit better. So one of the other things I do with this particular battery is once it went dead after running it for the past 40-45 minutes and the machine just stops, needs to be recharged, the battery's pretty warm. Now, before I go charge that up, I let this sit and cool off. I don't put a hot battery onto a charger. So now it's very cool to the touch. Probably took, I don't know, maybe a half an hour for this to get actually cool to the touch. So now that it is, I'm gonna go charge it back up. But I did get around several passes and I kept lowering the deck every time. So I've got the grass cut nice and low, and it'll stay like this for weeks before I'm gonna have to run through here again. So I'm really happy about what I got accomplished on just one charge, or a charge and a half of that battery, I guess. I had to run half a charge before it went dead the first time, but pretty good shape. So now it's just a matter of that taller stuff that I can't get with the mower. I'll have to attack that either with the sickle, a hand sickle that I use, or the weed whacker. But yeah, looking good. And then where I was getting some ruts out in here and getting a little mud action during the past few weeks of rain, you can see it quickly grows back. In another week, this will all be completely grassed up again. So yeah, looking real good. All right, back in the shop, gonna charge this battery up. And in the meantime, yeah, that battery's back into absorption again because we're having a good day with sun. And I just heard the inverter start running. We're charging 213 watts. That's what we're pulling off that inverter now, with 220, 240 some watts, fluctuating a little bit with the clouds, but doing real good. So by the time this gets charged up, this battery's still going to be full. A very good way to make use of all the available power today, and a good way to use it. All right, guys, thanks for helping me get my chores done. All right. Hope you're having a beautiful day wherever you guys are. Just couldn't be better today. Did get a couple of little showers, but now, as you can see, mostly clear, but that can change in 5 minutes, but mission accomplished. All right, you guys. I'll catch you on the next one. Got some choring done. Aloha. Yeah, very happy about that. Time to eat a little lunch, late lunch, and see what else I can get done. Boy, is it just gorgeous or what? Yeah.